So I just had to end it. So
Yeah.
you could do it early.
Are we live? Oh, yeah, it's live.
Now we are.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. You popped up on my phone.
Yeah. You can fix this.
And I'll do it.
X.
Fuck, that scared the hell out of me. I thought it was Call of Duty.
That's good.
I got it in my ears. Oh, wow.
I knew the wake up. You want to get a big gator?
You want a what?
A big gator.
Oh, you want your bacon meat?
Yeah, might as well. See the dog wake up.
Yeah, a big rat was in it earlier.
Oh yeah, I know what a big rat is. All right, open it up. Okay. How many wraps are there? All right, yeah.
And just like a small burger.
It's like 2 burgers. And bacon. Okay. cheese and a some kind of dressing. Of course, ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
Here she comes.
Oh.
That's her. You got off early today.
Should we walk on?
No. She's on the floor, I guess.
Whatever this is. I'm gonna give him one on the board.
Huh?
My way.
It's too good, Max. Try to eat it. It should be in there pretty soon. What? No, you gotta get my look on my face. Really? Really? Really, Spud? Really? I love you too. You just want to lick my face. Come here. Man, you would eat the whole Baconator if I gave it to you. I know you would.
Yeah, what's this for him?
Yeah, you would. I know you. I know better. You already took a cheeseburger out of my hand. What? What's up, Clipping? How are you? I'm good. How about you? Oh, you all right? Yeah, that's good. How's a couple? What? Oh, having a couple beers. That's good. That's what I'm having. Well, I had a gummy earlier too. Oh. I'm gonna watch basketball in a minute here. It's the only thing on.
We're going coast to coast on a Tuesday night, and Paolo Banchero.
Oh, UMass and Arizona.
Of a 5-game road trip, but they just saw the Hawks 11 days
Arkin
ago.
all-
It was Kristaps Porzingis and the gang that got the win. Kristaps coming off his
Accurate, I
first
mean.
double-double of the season and trying to get a win at home in Atlanta. We're getting you set for a players' ball, a little Southern hospitality as we tip off game 1 of our NBA doubleheader.
Welcome to NBA Showtime, presented by State Farm.
Akron, Ohio, yeah.
No
I know
training
that.
in this one, dealing with an MCL sprain. We'll see if Nickeil Alexander-Walker can step up. Both of these teams, the Magic and the Hawks, sitting at 3 and 4 with a lot of opportunity in the Eastern Conference to make some noise. State Farm Arena is where we're going to join them in Atlanta. And then we're going all the way out to LA and the Intuit Dome, where OKC is sitting at 7-0, can make it 8-0. And the league's MVP is third in scoring, going against James Harden without Kawhi and Brad Beal. We'll break down that game in a moment. But first, welcome into the studio for NBA Showtime. And for the first time on Showtime, Brian Scalabrine joining us.
I love it.
Yes! Welcome to the team.
I'm in the corner ready for you guys
Ready
to
for the
ask
corner
the ball.
three?
That's what I do.
Yeah, so that's the new guy. You know us, Maria Taylor, Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony here with you. And kind of mentioned it before, but both of these teams made some offseason changes. They're trying to take advantage of a young core. But right now, the Hawks having to do it without Trae Young.
Have you met YouTube?
Will be
And
reevaluated in 4 weeks, but an opportunity,
I
Melo,
have
for this team to
ESPN
find some
anymore.
cohesion without their
Well, you don't have
superstar,
ESPN
and maybe
anymore?
hold it together without Trae Young.
Yeah, I think Atlanta have a sneaky chance to do something really good in the East.
man.
I know
I use my
look at the
phone,
makeup of
Peacock.
their team, the
I'm
way that
watching
they
Peacock right
retooled
now.
around Trae Young, the way that JJ is coming into his own, the way that KP is playing. I think the way that they're working on their chemistry, they're working on the
On
way
my
that
phone.
they gel.
My other
Like they
phone.
have an opportunity to do something. I don't know what it is in the East, but they have an opportunity to be sneaky and creep up there in the East. With Trae Young being out, this gives an opportunity for Nickel to step up. This gives an opportunity
That's what I do with
for
football,
Dyson to
too.
step up. Let's see if KP can be healthy. How long
They
he can be
drop
healthy? Is
channels.
he
They
available?
drop
How
the
long he's
channels.
going to be available? How much he's going to be available? But I do think that Atlanta, when healthy, have an opportunity to be very sneaky in the East.
I think it's the Jalen Johnson show. This is his opportunity to come out and play.
Yeah, if you spend more
be the
money, probably.
facilitator while being the scorer. This is a new role for him. But like I said before, he was playing great basketball last season before he got injured. All-star level at that. So I look for him to step up. Of course, Nikhil Alexander-Walker has been playing great basketball as well. So another guy,
It's always about money.
guys who complement each other in lieu of Trey's absence. So look out for those guys.
Yeah, you both bring up a good point. Kristaps Porzingis, he missed the first meeting between these two. Remember, the Hawks did get the win, and Jalen Johnson coming off of 23 points and 13 rebounds, so he's certainly in the flow. But Scal does this thing where he has these glasses over here when he puts them
That's what it's all about.
and he
Yep.
breaks down stats.
It's always about the money.
You don't have to put the glasses on.
Okay, I wrote it really big this time, right?
Everybody wants the dollar.
Give us the breakdown of the Hawks.
First of all, let's talk about the offseason. They did not pay Trae Young $250 million. They want to make it do. This is Trae Young's opportunity to show, listen, I'm worth the money, right? He's not playing, but we're going to see what Atlanta is all about without Trae Young. And, you know, if you start to look at some of the numbers, you start to see, so defensively, they're better without him, right? You look at just the net rating.
I don't care. Anybody care. I don't care what anybody says. It's all about the dollar.
Just right there, even -5. The defensive rating is 15 points better without him. So you can look at what Trae Young brings, the record over
That's what everything's
19
about.
and 17 over the last 3 seasons without Trae Young. But the one thing I want to know, there's one thing we should bring up. They're 30 points better net rating in the fourth quarter with Trae Young. So there's a lot of guys that can play the first 3. And there's some other guys that is different in the fourth quarter. So before you want
There's a dog under this blanket.
or he's up for $250 million, it's because he is really good down the stretch.
She likes to be under the blanket.
At MSG, that's what he does. So
Ice tray.
yeah, ice tray. We all know. So before you start to say, well, they're better, and I run the numbers that they are, but you still got to look at the fourth quarter, and that's where Atlanta has to be better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's where the ice tray kind of comes from, and the mentality that he brings ultimately to the court. You guys have been talking about the Eastern Conference as a whole. I mean, we've all looked up at the top. So, you know, you see Cleveland, you see the Knicks. That's where the conversation surrounds. By the way, Philly quietly having a great start to their season, leading the league in scoring. But you see where Orlando and Atlanta land. Let's talk a little bit about the Magic. And they've also made some changes. They're looking to try to find what is a spark to a season where they got those young guys rolling. So what have you seen so far, I would say, Melo, from Paolo Banchero?
From Paolo alone, I see him taking on a much greater leadership role. He's stepping up into that franchise leader role. And he have help with Franz and those guys. But what he's able to do is allow the game to come to him. And I think being with Coach Jamal Mosley, I had opportunity to work with Mosley early in his career and my career. So to see how he's developing Paolo, how he's getting him to see the game differently. Hey, trust your teammates. Hey, that guy's open. We strong. Like Paolo was strong. I was strong. We all, we were strong going to the basket. We can take that physicality. But a lot of times it's 2, 3 guys going, coming up on the basket. Now Paolo is making that extra pass. He's finding his teammates. And he's allowing Franz to be that next superstar next to him. So this is the growth that I see in Paolo.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's allowed Franz to kind of grow into his game, and he's been playing great basketball. Even when Paolo was out, Franz took off. Now, the question was, can they play together? Can they play well together? Can Paolo allow Franz to play his style of game, and can they coexist? And they've done that. Even when Franz has struggled, Paolo has stepped up and vice versa. So it's been a great match so far. Obviously, they're going to need a supporting cast to continue to support them, and they're going to have to hit shots from the perimeter or something.
Yeah, so looking at this team, I thought this last year when they had Banchero was out, they won games. Franz Wagner was out, they won games. It all had to do with Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs right now, he's not playing it back-to-back. He had the 20-minute restriction. And then, so I think that he's the guy. He's the straw that stirs the drink. But One of the guys last year, 4 first-round picks, 1 right to swap, and they traded for Desmond Bane. They believe that they can win the Eastern Conference. Tatum's out, Halliburton's out. So this is what they did. They go in there and they say, let's go get Desmond Bane. Well, I want to know what Desmond Bane is like with Jalen Suggs on the floor. Well, Desmond Bane has not played well, but the net rating shows they're better with Jalen Suggs on the court, and look how bad they are without him. -17 without Suggs. The defensive rating is 14 points better when Suggs is on the floor with Bane than when he's not. And I always thought last year it didn't matter who played. If Jalen Suggs plays, they're good. So right now we're starting to see like the evolution of Jalen Suggs. Just look, we talked about his minute restriction. They're 25 points better with Jalen Suggs when he's on the floor than when he's off the floor. So all those guys, I agree with you guys. They're the star players, but for whatever reason, Jalen Suggs is a winner.
Yeah, but I was going to say, Desmond Bane, just because you brought him up, I mean, listen, it's his first season with Orlando, and it takes some time to kind of adjust into that chemistry. You've been traded mid-season. Like, I'm actually curious how long it takes to figure out your role and best fit for the team.
For somebody like Bane, they're figuring it out on the fly right now, and I think they're getting better at improving on just that continuity and getting those guys together and trying to figure it out. Bane going to be okay. Bane has been there before. Bane been in the big games. He know how to win. He know how to be, implement himself amongst the team. It's about how well Paolo and Franz make Bane or implement Bane into what they have going on and how quickly. Suggs is going to do what he's going to do. Again, he's like a connector. He's a defensive guy. He's the glue to the defense. He can do multiple things out there. But those 3 guys, Paolo, Franz, and Bane, that's who is going to lead this team and allowing Jalen to just do what he do best.
Okay, well, our connector to the game is Ashley Shamadi, and she was at shoot-around a little bit earlier. Yeah, spent some time with Paolo Banchero. Take a listen.
All right, Paolo, you guys wrapping up a 5-game road trip, coming into this one with back-to-back wins. What's been different, maybe just personally or for the team in these last 2 games?
I would say our attention to detail, just in general, but specifically on the defensive side of the ball. I think that was something that we really thought we could get better at the first couple of games, starting off 1-4. We weren't happy with that, and, we had to look ourselves in the mirror and realize that, we weren't playing up to our standard on the defensive end.
I know defense is your identity. I want to ask a little bit about the pace, though, because I know that's been an emphasis. How do you just play fast but make sure not to sacrifice that defensive identity?
Yeah, I think it's all about being smart and just taking the opportunities as they present themselves. You don't want to just play fast, with no purpose or with no advantage. So I think when you see the advantage, take it. And, get out and run. But, when there's not an advantage, slow it down and try to get something good.
You guys are facing the Hawks for a 2nd time already this season. Saw them week 1, but obviously no Trae Young tonight. What did you take away from that game, and what's going to be important for tonight's game?
Yeah, I think, always playing the Hawks, it's going to be a tough game, divisional opponent, and, they always present a unique challenge. And then without Trae Young, they're going to look a little different. Probably won't be running as much pick and roll, more ball movement, more motion, different guys, handling the ball and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little different, but, you can't come in underestimating them or expecting anything less than, their best effort, because they're still a very talented team.
Paolo, thank you so much. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Ashley. Yeah, right now the Magic, they're just trying to even up the series. They met 11 games ago, or days ago, and it was the Hawks who walked away with the win. Jalen Suggs, we'll see what he has for us tonight in Game 1 of our doubleheader.
NBA Showtime is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby. Any last words? Just one. So long, dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Look out! That's Batman! Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something. That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Sportage Turbo Hybrid with best-in-class MPG. Kia, movement that inspires.
They all want the Emirates NBA Cup.
We'll get that.
30 teams, 6 groups, nowhere to hide. The hungriest will advance. The rest will be left behind.
Now this is high-stakes action.
Everyone wants that cup.
But only one will capture it.
Are you kidding me?
Peacock brings the thrills of Jurassic World Rebirth home.
I can guarantee your safety, more or less.
More or less?
Experience the adventure of the most colossal film of the year.
Hey guys, I'm taking her home with me.
That may or may not be a terrible idea.
Jurassic World Rebirth, rated PG-13, streaming now only on Peacock.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
New rule number 10, I mix and match my way. There's 7 tasty items, and I can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $7.
That's all up to me. The $5 duo or $7 trio. From Burger King classics to fan faves. Choose your deal.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 is the perfect meal for 2, and it's only $19.99.
Shut up, for real?
Wait, what?
Shut up.
About what?
$19.99.
You pick 6.
6?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't understand what's going on.
Shut up.
Ah, why are we yelling? Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Zachary Ricochet, the 2024 #1 overall pick for the Atlanta Hawks. Guess what? His dad, Stefan, actually played for France in the 2000 Olympics. He was on the floor. When Big had the dunk of death. Yeah, everyone look away.
I got that post. I still got that post in the house.
You still got it?
A frame, though. What makes a person think they can do that? I didn't think I could do that. I was just trying to be an athlete.
Trying to be?
Yeah, I'm
Don't tell
bad.
me you are. Sweet, you are.
Oh, man. That's what USA do to you. That's man. That is a fact.
What do you think Zachary's dad told about that day? He was like, man, it goes on and
I mean, you can say he saw it live. I mean, think about it. Like, he's right there on the court, so he's seeing it from a different view. I'm not,
right, you were on a different altitude,
Yeah,
so your view was on top of everything.
Yeah, it was high. They were trying to throw the ball to him.
No.
You think about that. They were throwing, and that's the steal. So now he's turning around watching the view from behind as far as we watched.
So was the big fella, he was mad at Stefan?
Right,
not coming to the ball for
right,
the
you gotta be mad at the passer.
Right,
You gotta be mad at somebody. You gonna throw a behind the back pass?
Okay. You see, I'm preserving the innocent by not saying his name. Frederick. Meanwhile, the guys that are going to be calling this game. Oh, what's up, Michael Grady? Jamal, you made your flight. We're so proud of you.
I made it. I'm responsible. I'm a pro.
Okay, I know you got all the notes in your head, but guys, give us a breakdown of the game from the way you see it from the sideline.
Yeah, appreciate you, Maria. Well, we know the firepower Atlanta is missing on the offensive end. We know the dynamic scores that Orlando has. But let's talk about defense. We'll start with Atlanta. They have an electric backcourt with Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Dyson Daniels who can apply a lot of pressure. Seems like they're still just scratching the surface as to what they can be on the defensive end.
They are just scratching the surface. Right now, Atlanta is 15th in defensive rating, but those two guys have to be exceptional, and they have been, but you got to up it another level because they're going to need their defense to create offense with no Trae Young. But those guys take the challenge. They're two guys that if you're an offensive player, you want to stay away from. So they'll need tonight to take it to another level.
As for Orlando, they've been holding themselves accountable on the defensive side of the ball. Got off to a slow start. They've looked much better in their last 2 ball games.
And the wins have followed those 2 defensive performances. Coach said coming into it, they're a defensive team first. So if they can get stops and get out and run, everybody touches the ball. They can't just key in on Paulo or Franz. That's when they're at their best. They've done it the last 2 games. Now they're making that jump.
How about this? In a league where teams are routinely averaging around 120 points, we're starting off talking about defense.
He's talking to me about defense.
Defense. Come on now.
All right, thanks, guys. Jamal did say he has not seen Jeezy yet, but guess what? I think Boosie's there, so you got one. You got one. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, enjoy the game. The Peacock Scorecard is a fresh way to get into the action. It's like fantasy sports meets bingo. You're going to choose your card, then track your picks in real time. Get your card locked in now on Peacock TV or the Peacock mobile app. All right, we told you that we also have a nightcap, Oklahoma City. They're going to be taking on the Clippers. And how about OKC? It's the third team ever to start 7-0 in back-to-back seasons, along with the Celtics in the 60s and the Rockets in the mid-90s. And both of those teams went on to win titles in both of their 7-0 seasons. So let's just start with Oklahoma City and what we've seen so far. Their leader, Shea, is rolling. I mean, they're dealing with injuries. J-Dub has yet to set foot on the court, and they're 7-0. Talk to me, Vince.
First in defensive rating, third in opponents' points per game, sixth in points per game for themselves, fourth in rebounds, and second in turnovers. And they said they're better than they were last year. That's scary.
Yeah.
But a team that's 7-0 and their second best player is not there, so the system works. Everybody's buying in, and that says a lot about a young team, first and foremost, that can come in and buy into the system. When you know you come into OKC, you're going to buy in, you're going to win, you're going to do your job, and good things can happen. And they're doing it on both sides of the ball, following their leader in SGA.
Good news, Chet Holmgren, he's not on the injury report. He's been dealing with some back soreness. Okay, so that's a freight train that's coming your way right into the Intuit Dome. And by the way, Kawhi Leonard not playing, dealing with the ankle. Brad Beal also out. We talk about it a lot, Melo, but the health of this Clippers team is going to determine how they do in the postseason, and we're already seeing some of the fragility. I don't even know what I'm going to call it. And trying to protect,
the
you
rest
know?
of chilling.
Yeah.
No, I just think, we talk about the low management. I think the Clippers is in the situation, has always been in the situation where it's not about the talent that's out there on the court. It's about how they can come together. It's about when they come together. I don't care if Kawhi sits out. We all know his situation, right? We know that they earned that. The Clippers want to be ready and hit their peak in March, April, and May. And they want to be ready. And they don't care about what seed they have, because they are at a situation where we don't mind being at any other seed. We want to play. We don't mind playing against whoever that's in front of us. Lace them up. We're going to lace them up, and we feel like we have a shot at that.
The problem with that is the Western Conference is the gauntlet. Like if they load manage too many games, they'll be in the play-in.
Yeah.
Because there's so many good teams in the West. Another thing, last year I watched them play. I thought there were 6 guys on defense. Now they're just an average defensive team. Last year, 3rd in the NBA in defense. This year, so far, a small sample size, 17. So it's cool. Kawhi Leonard can sit out, but eventually they got a guard, because that's their identity.
No, I'm with you. That's what I said. It's a slippery slope when you're going to take that chance. Yes, health is most important, but like I said, it's one chance in the play-in tournament. You can lose and you're done. So I mean, they have to find a balance. You can't have both. I mean, if you're going to have Kawhi, you can't have Bradley Beal sitting down at the same time, in my opinion.
Well, listen, the Clippers won 17 of their final 21 games last season, so they definitely turn on the Jets towards the end of the season. That might be something
older.
When
you have an older team, it takes a while to get that Chevy moving. You got to get the Chevy moving. So by the time the Chevy is going, your young guys have to be in play. And then when Kawhi and those guys finally hit their stride, now everything come together. This is where you allow CP to go out there and run the team and let him play on that second unit and slow it down for a minute, get the ball out of James Harden's hands. But the Clippers, they just about timing, they about getting to the playoff, and they about lacing them up and being prepared.
All right, we went from old school Chevy to top four. Our NBC sports betting analyst Jay Croucher has us covered. Good evening, Jay.
Good evening, Maria. It's Tuesday night, so we're playing King of the Court at DraftKings. All customers get a share of $1 million in bonus bets. The key is to select the player who leads the association tonight in points, rebounds, and assists combined. For my first choice, taking my fellow Australian, Josh Giddey. Something changed for Josh in the All-Star break last season. Since then, he's just playing with so much more force. He's tripled his career average in free throw attempts per game. Sixers Bulls has the highest total on the slate, and Giddey should fill up the stat sheet. Second choice, staying in our game and taking Paolo Banchero. Last year, the Magic was 30th in pace. This year, they're up to 5th. They're playing much faster, which means more possessions and more chances for Paolo to put up stats. He's averaging 26, 10, and 6 the last 4 games and should keep it going tonight. Back to you, Frank.
All right, appreciate it, Jay. We got Kristaps Porzingis getting ready again, didn't play in the first meeting between these two, but coming off a 15-point, 12-rebound game and a loss to Cleveland. We'll see what he has for us tonight against the Magic at home.
On DraftKings Sportsbook, you can win a share of $1 million if the player you bet on is the night's points, rebounds, assists leader. Download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up.
DraftKings is the place to bet on NBA stars this season, and the King of the Court promo is as star-studded as it gets.
Every Tuesday, pick the player who you think will rack up the most points, boards, and dimes combined.
And if you pick the right player, you get your share of $1 million in
$1 million.
bonus bets. How many times do you think you were King of the Court, Melo?
I had to have been a few. Feels like I could wear the crown right now, to be honest.
Download the app and use the promo code when you sign up to make your pick the King of the Court.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled training, know-how, and tools to match you with a perfect sleep system designed to help, like the Temper Ergo Smart Base. It automatically detects, responds, and helps reduce snoring. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. There have never been a worse time.
Christmas Day 1987, a young LeBron was gifted a basketball, a hoop, and a dream. From day one, he worked until he became the chosen one. But what if his skills were never seen? No championship for the land, no A&R Bron, no model for generational change. That's why the LeBron James Family Foundation is partnering with Indeed, because everyone's skills deserve to be seen. No matter the person, just one opportunity can help the world work better.
Try the new Peacock Performance View and experience real-time player stats and live in-game data that updates with every basket. Available for both games tonight. And welcome back to NBA Showtime. Now, throughout the season, the NBA will celebrate the 75th anniversary of the NBA Pioneers. Earl Lloyd is credited as the first black player to play in an NBA game on Halloween night. That happened in 1950 as a member of the Washington Capitals, while Chuck Cooper was the first black player to be drafted by an NBA team when the Boston Celtics drafted him in 1950. Then there was Nat Sweetwater Clifton. He was the first black player to sign an NBA contract when he signed with the New York Knicks. Now, with more on Sweetwater Clifton's story, here's a current Knicks center, Karl Anthony Towns.
November 4th, 1950, Nat Sweetwater Clifton became the very first black player in New York Knicks history. At Ward Fieldhouse in Moline, Illinois, against the Tri-Cities Blackhawks, Sweetwater put on an impressive display. 16 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. Unfortunately, my Knicks came up short 87-76, but later that year, Sweetwater became the very first black player to appear in the NBA Finals.
And as a part of the ongoing celebration, the Bucks and Celtics are going to celebrate NBA Pioneers Day with the inaugural NBA Pioneers Classic on February 1st. Moving forward, the NBA Pioneers Classic will be played every season to recognize the start of Black History Month and honor the legacy of the NBA's pioneers. Appreciate you, Kat, for that. Okay, let's take a look at Franz Wagner. Led Orlando in scoring when these two teams met 11 days ago. Let's talk through the expectations we have for him tonight, BC.
He's a guy shooting 51% from the field, 43% from three, playing great basketball with a lot of confidence. He's a complimentary guy. He's like a 1A, 1B guy who can go out there and have a big night tonight.
Yeah, I love Wagner. I mean, he can get downhill and finish as good as anybody in the NBA. Really aggressive at getting to the rim.
Okay, we we heard already, we talked about Australians and Giddy. How about Dyson Daniels, the great barrier thief? Season high 4 steals on Sunday. Just living up to the name. You know what I'm saying?
Please do. I think with Dyson, like his size, his defensive instincts, the way he's composed, his composure. And I think if he keeps, shooting and improving his jump shot, like Dyson can be that glue, I think, that just stabilizes that young Hawks team. He's a major piece to Atlanta's success.
Remember, Atlanta Wings, they wanted it. They want more opportunity. Dyson Daniels is going to get that without Trae Young. We'll see how he delivers. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the opportunity, though. I mean, we talk about the East, and I feel like the Magic and the Hawks, these are two teams we're going to be keeping our eyes on all season.
Yeah, I like both teams and what they did in the offseason. I like Orlando a little bit better because I like their base, but it's all eyes on Trae Young. What is it going to be like life without Trae Young? I think they're good for the first 3 quarters. It goes back to that fourth quarter. In the games that he's missed, it's going to be 4 games. They're a minus 19 net rating in the fourth. They got to answer some calls, and it goes probably to Nikhil Alexander-Walker leading that team, especially in the fourth.
And I also call Jalen Johnson as well. I think he's a guy who can now take over in a game, in a quarter like that. So you have to have that confidence, and it takes a special guy. And he's learning how to be a closer.
Well, Nikhil is another glue guy over there who brings that depth, who brings shooting, who brings some excitement to the game. I love the way that he pressures the ball and what he does in that front court. Nikhil is special, man, and I think he has an opportunity to really bring something special to this Atlanta Hawks team. So let's see if he gets that done tonight. But.
Yeah, in his 7th season, his first with the Hawks. Just one of the cousins you're going to see today, by the way, because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the other cousin. You're not going to see two. Where's your cousin?
It's a family night.
Where you at? Your cousin to show up on the show. All right, we're going to introduce for the first half. You get the Magic and you get the Hawks. You're going to see Jamal, Michael, and Ashley after this.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona.
Corona.
So no matter where your journey takes you, with
Never had
just
that
a
one of those in a while.
the beach is always closer.
I get with women.
Corona, La Playa awaits. Mother gave us this mission.
To hunt powerful creatures
And exploit them.
How does it feel to be hunted?
Predator Badlands. Get tickets now.
Oops. That was so good the way you say oops.
Orlando and Atlanta have a history of some of the most prolific dunkers the game's ever seen. And at the start of this season, both teams had high hopes of breaking through the ceiling of the Eastern Conference.
Another big slam.
But after a slow start, and now an injury to a star player, both teams are fighting just to keep pace.
Thanks.
In the first meeting of the year, the Hawks stormed back, overcoming a 12-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Firing for three.
Oh, you want to go check?
Now, the Magic wrap up a 5-game road trip in the ATL, trying to even the score.
Oh, way too late.
Who will fly highest tonight?
Left them in the dust. Here you go again.
Next on NBC. This is the NBA on NBC. Tonight, the Orlando Magic
Magic visit the Atlanta Hawks. It's Coast to Coast Tuesday, presented by Kia.
Yeah, we welcome you into the ATL. Jalen Johnson, bright young star in this league. Hope he stays healthy this season. A lot of meat on those bones for Jalen Johnson. Paolo Banchero, we know what he can do. We know he's a young star in this league as well. And we're looking forward to this matchup. Atlanta taking on Orlando. We welcome you inside State Farm Arena alongside a certified bucket getter. Come on, Jamal Crawford, Ashley Chambany joins us as well. We appreciate you joining us at this tonight as well. Orlando, Atlanta. Two teams came in with very high expectations. Off to a little bit of a slow start. Let's start with Atlanta. No Trae Young for the Hawks. How do they stay afloat without him?
Well, it starts with defense. If they can get defensive stops and get transition, advance the ball up, get easy baskets, I think that's when they're at their best. Obviously, you're going to need Dyson Daniels. You're going to need Jalen Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker to all up their game as well. And I'm looking at Luke Kennard as well. I think he could be a double-digit guy off the bench. But the ball has to be the star for them. They have to move it around. Everybody has to touch it. It gives energy, and I think that's when they're at their best.
As for Orlando, they are 3-4 coming into this matchup. And I mentioned Paolo Banchero at the top. He alongside Franz Wagner, an underrated 1-2 punch in this league.
Underrated 1-2 punch. Paolo Banchero, only 10 guys in playoff history have scored as many points in their first 12 games. And by the way, those 10 are either in the Hall of Fame or going, so we see his trajectory. But him and Franz together are just unbelievable. Both average around 23 points. Both average multiple assists, so they're playmakers as well. When those guys are eating first, they allow everybody else to eat, and I think that's when Orlando's at their best.
Should be a solid matchup between these two Southeast Division rivals. If you don't know what it's like catching the pregame festivities here in Atlanta, you're about to find out on the other side of this timeout. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, dynamic backcourt. As for Orlando, Desmond Bane in his first year with the Magic, and Franz Wagner. Everything coming up next on NBC.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go, dogs!
Yeah. So we need to...
Go, dog!
Checking Allstate
Don't
first
do
was
that.
smart. Barking at my boss.
Don't do that, Spud.
At
That'd
least
be
I
funny.
checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
I just saw it on a commercial.
These guys are crazy.
Don't do that.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick Six is the perfect meal for two.
Don't do
and
that.
It's only $19.99.
That'd be funny.
Shut up, for real.
Wait, why?
Shut up.
About what?
Oh, it'd just be a funny commercial.
Pick Six.
Six?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't understand what's going on.
I'll get them all started. Get.
Pick Six meal for two for $19.99. Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on. Thursday night.
Oh, you want to watch this game?
This week, it's going to be loud when the Silver Black descend on Mile High. As Las Vegas and Denver go toe to toe.
Those black jackasses. They're against the jackasses, man. You hope the Raiders win against the jackasses.
Thursday Night Football. Raiders Broncos at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
I'm gonna watch it just for hope they beat them.
Gifts,
Get it?
decorations. How will we afford the holidays?
Go to Lowe's. They have great deals. And hundreds of gifts for under $50.
The Milo AI assistant can help you find the perfect gifts and deals on them. Plus, if you're a Milo's Rewards member, you get more.
And if I buy this battery, I get a free tool?
That's right. That's how we help you get more holiday for less.
It's the most
Let me know when you gotta go to the office.
It's a wall.
Huh?
It'll be a wall, Fawn.
Oh, okay.
New unlimited plan. Premium features, perks, and extras.
All
And
right.
incredible prices for nationwide 5G.
I have to hold it, man.
Pretty good deal. There's a plan for everyone at Cricket Nation.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, our students know that every new skill they learn is a new opportunity to move their career forward. That's why we offer an affordable, skills-based education that helps working adults adapt to the growing demands of today's
Should
job
have brought my
market.
hoodie.
Whether you're building on your abilities in communication,
Uh-oh.
critical thinking, or
I'll use the
leadership,
blanket, that's all.
UMGC helps you advance your knowledge
He's
and
like, "Never have my
career so you
blanket."
can succeed again.
Later, when they're gone, I meant.
At umgc.edu.
I will do whatever it takes to get my son back.
I might not have to use it. I can go inside upstairs real fast and get it and come down and get it. What's her name?
Johnson of Atlanta. DraftKings is your home for King of the Court. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. Time now to meet the starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic.
Franz Wagner, University of Michigan. Paolo Banchero, Seattle Rotary Style. Wendell Carter Jr., Duke University. Desmond Bain, TCU. Jaden Suggs, Abbey.
Jamal Mosley is in there somewhere. Time now for the hype video ahead of the starting lineups for the Atlanta Hawks.
Really? Really, Angel. Angel.
Well, should not have the gummy.
I checked Allstate first, saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from
I
a
will
child.
later.
Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Wanna buy your way? Wanna pre-qualify at the park? Wanna get that car? You wanna do it your way?
Wanna drive? CarMax.
No, I don't want to drive. I'm good. Oh, she got the tomatoes.
In the back.
Oh, in the back?
Yeah.
Good.
Kristaps Porzingis, first year with the Hawks. This is the second meeting already this season between these two teams. Atlanta has not played on NBC since 1999. It's been since 2002 for Orlando. It's a new era, and we're ready to tip this one off. Our officials, Mitchell Irvin, our crew chief, alongside Nathan Goldenberg and Evan Scott. And we are underway. Orlando getting first crack on the offensive end. This is Desmond Bain in his first season with Orlando. Really stripped by Alexander Walker. This is Carter, got caught in the air, will drive baseline and lay it up and in. That looked illegal. Then he gets the cup. I would have called it on the playground, but he definitely took advantage right there. Carter to the basket. First possession for the Hawks again. No Trae Young for the back part of the month, and there is second-year pro Zachary Reed-Sachet downtown. Right down the lane, good ball movement. Bain driving and tries to pump Bankero. This man out of bounds. It will be Orlando ball with 6 on the shot clock.
There's Carter right here. Up fakes, man jump, looked around. I don't know if that was the 42 fake or what, but it led to 2 points for him.
Inbound to Bankero, short push-up off the glass is good.
It's always good to see Paulo going earlier. You see the first play of the first possession. They try to get bang. That could be a point of emphasis for Orlando as well.
This is Dyson Daniels. Spinning, cut off, rebound, cut it to the rim. Count it, and put him on the line.
And those plays right there, Grady, the basketball always finds energy. A timely cut right there. A good and one, just hit a three-pointer, and if you're Bain, he puts his hand up looking at the bench. Good cut right there. Bain puts his hand up saying, my fault. Those are the ones that you hate to see on the field the next day.
I've been there a lot. You've been on the stage. Yeah, I've been there. You know, like the film said. Reed-Sachet is 20 years young. Atlanta, the third youngest team in the NBA. Orlando, the fifth youngest team in the league. A lot of expectations for both squads. Bankero, 2 more.
Great patience right there by Paulo. Getting downhill and taking advantage.
Alexander Walker. That was Jalen Johnson lining up from downtown off the heel. Wagner the rebound. Wagner, like a battery ram, likes to get downhill. Using a corner screen here. And the paint will retreat. ISO with Porzingis. On the drive, lifted up with the left nose. Hawks running. Johnson outside. Alexander Walker let it drop, and you're not allowed to touch it.
Like I saw Wendell Carter just do it. I'm going to try my luck.
If he can do it. There's Quinn Snyder. Outstanding coach for Atlanta. All knotted up at 6. Both teams 3 and 4 on this young season. Whistle away from the ball.
And even with that play defensively for Jalen Johnson, the Hawks know they're going to need their defense to create offense. So they're trying to be their aggressors, make the catches tough, make any cuts tough as well, just to set the presence that they're going to be an aggressive defensive team all night.
Both teams going to attack the paint. Both of the top 6 in paint points. They won't attempt a lot of threes.
Yeah, right.
Something you don't usually see in stage NBA. Drew Bain cut off. Quick pass to Bankero. Shot clock winding down. Long 3 in and out. Offensive rebound. Suggs. Couple of pump fakes. Draws a foul on Kristaps Porzingis, and it'll be Suggs, who is a character going to the free throw line.
Right there, Paulo had to get one up to beat the clock. Suggs, with the football mentality, saying, I'm going to get the ball. Patient, gets the foul. Good up fake right there to get Porzingis in the air. Any contact was coming. Gets the free throw.
Suggs is feeling really comfortable on Sunday in that win over Washington. Pulled a Nick Young in the corner. shot for three, turned away, thought it was going to go in.
See, no. That was the call. That was the call. I was one of the first ones to do it. I got to be honest with you.
I'm saying Nick Young because he missed it.
Right. That wasn't you're right.
You're the representative of actually making the shot.
Yeah, that was right. Give me credit for that one, Swag. Sorry.
8-6. When did you do it for the first time?
I was 16. I was 96.
Come on now.
Just finished. I was just lost crosses at some point. You'll see it.
Here's Reese Sachet to Orlando. Another and one opportunity for Reese Sachet.
And he is just moving without the basketball. Look at the time and the cuts. He's not standing still. The ball finds you. He is finishing. And right now, that's 2 fouls on Bane. So he may have to come out the game or at least watch the aggressiveness he plays with. Great pass right there by Porzingis. Good unselfish play.
Porzingis has been doing a solid job facilitating on the tornado to a bad start. And finding his teammates, he's typically a bucket getter. But he's been finding his guys so far early in the season. 3 minutes go by in the first. Bogdan downhill, kick out, Bencaro off the hand. Porzingis with the smallest sons all over him, no whistle. Here's Alexander Walker now. Penetrating, got to the rim. Let's put it in. Hard on the board, Orlando.
Like that ticket right there, I'm not sure.
And it's up behind the back pass. Bencaro had to chase it down and threw it away. Sloppy start. Johnson blocked by Suggs. And whistle blows a foul on the play. And it's going against Suggs.
Right there, if you watch Johnson getting downhill, Suggs with the late rejection.
Got body on it.
Got some body for sure. And this one right here looked like it was. But you see the Hawks right now, the stops in transition. They know that's going to have to be another player for them. They're going to have to get in transition, get easy buckets, so it takes pressure off any one guy trying to replace Trae Young because nobody can.
We're talking about Jalen Johnson at the free throw line in the open. You talked about how it's going to be a collective effort for Atlanta without Trae. But Johnson is a guy with so much potential.
So much potential, so much talent. It's like he's figuring out the NBA game that he can impose his will scoring every single night.
3-point advantage for Atlanta inside. Palmer can in. Johnson with the board. He'll push the tempo himself. Johnson throwing it out. Reese Sachet couldn't finish the play, but got it back and put it in. Reese Sachet off to a blistering start. He's in double figures with 11 already. It's Atlanta 13, Orlando 8, early first.
Get ready for a double dose of basketball brilliance. First, a clash of clutch. The hungry Minnesota Timberwolves face off with the unrelenting New York Knicks.
Oh, what a finish!
Love the fire and passion. Then, it's fireworks out west when the out-of-this-world Wemby brings his Spurs to match up with Luka and the Lakers. 2 great games, 1 spectacular event. Timberwolves, Knicks, Spurs, Lakers, tomorrow on ESPN.
It is showtime. Are you ready? Let's go!
The season is a forge. Every week, test your metal. Only the toughest thrive.
Here we go.
With so much electricity in the air, it only takes a spark to be truly explosive. Steelers, Chargers, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
For no matter what crosses your path, get coverage confidence with AAA insurance.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled training, know-how, and tools to match you with a perfect sleep system designed to help, like the Tempur Ergo Smart Base. It automatically detects, responds, and helps reduce snoring. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
Yeah, knock that over. Here, Angel, let me get that off your ass. On your head, whatever it is. I don't have a dog to cheat. Unless you want a tomato.
Got this old thing and the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal than one of these big boys.
It doesn't work that way.
Guess our house calls Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill today for a better deal.
You don't know that?
That's the way Angel was before.
putting Atlanta on his back early in this ball game. 11 points.
Now her head's sticking out.
Angel, you gotta share it with Mama. She's cold.
I got my window open, that's why. You might have to share it with me, too.
Atlanta with 3 assists on their 4 field goals, and we have an offensive foul. We're going the other way. It's on Bancaro.
But it's an offensive foul because Atlanta's establishing they're going to be up in your face on defense every single possession. That's how they have to get some easy baskets.
Bacon is good. It's got bacon, burger, and cheese on top. And ketchup.
So you can make your own.
You can make it at home, yeah.
Buy a big box of patties and fucking.
If you want it to make it cheaper,
Your
yeah.
own.
Yeah, and you can make a lot more. Except one.
Yeah.
For $15. Yeah, except they'll have fries and they'll have a soda. For $15. That's how much you get it for. Oh, that's a large. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh my God! Oh God, where'd Angel go? Where'd Angel go? Oh, there she is. Oh, she likes it. She likes it. You like it? You don't like it, probably. No, you like it? Let's see. No, you don't like it. You don't like it, do you? Nope, you don't like it. You don't like the blanket. I don't like the blanket. I didn't think you did. You get scared? You get scared? Alright, it's alright. It's okay. It's okay. I got ketchup on there. Yeah. Good boy.
Foul inside.
Watch the block right here.
Damn,
Black is
what
beat,
the hell?
but doesn't give up on the play.
He's on drugs.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, usually that's what they read. Usually you walk normal like that. If you're on drugs or you're high or something, you're like that.
Substitutions for Atlanta, Luke Kennard, Monet, and Onyeka Okongwu out there for the Hawks.
That's how you can tell. They're high or drunk, one or two.
Orlando started the season 1-4. They won their last couple of games. Atlanta started 1-3. And they're now up to 3-4 on the season. When you talk about 2 young squads and the level of expectations that they had coming into this season, it's not an easy thing to navigate.
Not at all, but when you have superstar players on the Atlanta side, Trae Young, expectations is going to follow them, right?
the other side in Orlando, Apollo and Franz, and having success last year, everybody naturally thinks, okay, we're ready to take the next step. What's the process, especially when you bring in a Desmond Bain, a Tyus Jones, guys like that? You have younger players like Anthony Black that you expect to bring a certain thing to the table. So it's going to be a process. Both teams are fighting to figure it out right now, but at least they got a couple wins early and trying to figure it out.
Atlanta was knocked out in the play-in a season ago. Meanwhile, Orlando lost in the first round to Boston. Here's Banchero defended by Mogay. Nice pass to Silva over to Batave, and it's snatched out of there by Okonkwo. Fourth turnover of the ball game, and that was slapped out of bounds and will stay there with Atlanta.
You can look at Atlanta's defensive effort and see they got the message. Coach Snyder, we have to get stops, we have to get transition. When they get stops, they're pushing in every single opportunity.
They had a shoot-around today that felt more like a practice.
Yes.
They're not messing around with the preparation. As they get acclimated to life without Trae Young, Atlanta turns it over. Banchero with the hand. Black on the drive, flips it up, and it drops.
And that's a tough finish right there, Mike. Going away from the basket, going across his body, finding the glass.
Kennard left open, in and out, and Black the rebound. 18-14, Atlanta on top. 6 early points for Banchero. Kept the dribble alive, steps inside, missed the layup, battles for the rebound. Johnson showing grown man strength. Coast to coast, finishes with the legs.
Grown man strength and otherworldly athleticism. Jalen Johnson with the nice left-hand finish.
Good year out of you. Had issues with injuries over the course of his career. As De Silva hits from downtown.
And we'll see De Silva hit the three, but it starts with the cut you got to get that layup. Whenever you come off the bench, if you get a layup or an easy shot, it puts you in rhythm a lot faster.
Alexander Walker can't hit from deep and got back defensively to deflect that out of bounds. Alexander Walker coming over from Minnesota, where he was a part of those Timberwolves squads and went to back-to-back Western Conference Finals.
And he's matched up with Minnesota's finest, Tyus Jones, right? And he was loved there right behind Prince. It was Prince that it was him. Greg, you're making your way up there too, by the way. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Jones. I got a long way to go. Black lost the handle. Here he is on the drive. Tried to toss it outside, intercepted by Alexander Walker. Doesn't have numbers. He'll attack anyway and got the finish.
Getting downhill, that's the hardest thing to guard. When guys in transition, you're almost guessing if you're a defender at that point.
Black, deep corner three, rims out. 5-point advantage for Atlanta. Hawks looking for their first win at home this season. We're going the other way.
You see Jalen Johnson right there. Being strong, ripping the ball out. They get downhill. He was looking the other way when he took off. The athleticism that these pros possess. That was just an unbelievable rip and an unbelievable finish.
Johnson takes a seat, 7 points in the early going. Jones barking out instructions.
I'm going to end it. Move in here.
This is Black. Tossing it up. Batave with the flush.
Tyus Jones set that whole play up. He was a quarterback right there, wasn't he? He was patient, get the ball from side to side, and eventually get the basket for his team.
Alexander Walker trying to spin out of trouble. Behind the back, the combo out the game. 3-ball, corner pocket.
I didn't see Alexander Walker do that pass last year. Mike Nixon. He's been behind the backs. He's feeling different than he's in his bag.
Jones, deep corner. Shot won't go. From Jonathan Isaac on the floor down for Orlando. Nickeil Alexander-Walker professionally called off, setting up a combo off the heel. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Jones, Ron Batave screen, pocket pass. De Silva over to Black. Left it short. De Silva the offensive board. Jones rips out. couple of good looks Orlando couldn't get to go down. Let's check in on tonight's DraftKings King of the Court. Again, watching Ben Carroll and Johnson. DraftKings, #1 sportsbook for live betting. Use promo code DUMP when you sign up.
Let's do this. Wanna sell those wheels. Yeah. Wanna get it off real fast now.
With CarMax.
Maybe a little too fast.
Wanna take a minute, my guy?
Or like a month or two.
Time to make a move.
You wanna get it done today. You wanna do it your way.
Wanna drive? CarMax.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
For two humans, not whatever you are.
I am a burger-loving buffalo with wings.
I've never seen a make and model like you in my entire life.
Oh, I get that a lot. You should see my mom. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Christmas Day 1987, a young LeBron was gifted a basketball, a hoop, and a dream. From day one, he worked until he became the chosen. James Family Foundation is partnering with Indeed because everyone's skills deserve to be seen. No matter the person, just one opportunity can help the world work better.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
Thursday night, we'll let it know.
This week, it's going to be loud when the Silver and Black descend on Mile High. As Las Vegas and Denver go toe-to-toe in an old-school clash. Thursday Night Football. Raiders, Broncos, at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Perfect gifts and deals on them. Plus, if you're a Milo's Rewards member, you get more.
Oh, yeah.
And if I buy this